Okay, so we were talking about chemical properties of alcohol in the last class, and we started with the chemical property of alcohol like combustion, and today we are moving towards the second chemical property of alcohols, that is actually oxidation. You need to see this one, that oxidation and combustion, in both of them the reaction is with oxygen, right? In both of them the reaction is with oxygen, but this time you are actually burning. So that's why you are using the oxygen from the air. So it is always in the form of H2O2, right? And this time, जब आप oxidation करोगे, so in the oxidation, what you need to do, oxidation में you are using alcohol and you are going to oxidize this in the presence of acidified potassium magnate 7, right? You need to use KMnO4, acidified KMnO4. So जो KMnO4 है, ये आपके पास oxidizing agent है, तब ये oxygen provide करेगा बच्चों. So ये all the time atomic oxygen provide करेगा. So you need to write oxygen in this way, right? It means कि जो oxygen provide कर रहा है atomic form में, right? Or all the time, whenever you are oxidizing alcohol, it is always going to form carboxylic acid along with the water molecule. This is the second chemical property of alcohols. All the time when they oxidize, they form carboxylic acid. Okay. Now just you need to look at over here. For suppose if you talk about alcohol, so the general formula for alcohol is CnH2n plus 1 OH. This is the general formula of alcohol. So whenever you are going to form this, it should be like C2H5OH. ये हो गया आपके पास alcohol. Whenever you are going to oxidize this, you need to use potassium magnate and it should be acidified. मतलब कि आपने acid use करना है ताकि ये reaction थोड़ा सा fast हो जाए. और जब KMnO4 oxygen provide करेगा तो ये atomic form में करेगा in this way, not O2, right? क्योंकि ये air से oxygen नहीं आ रही है, ये oxygen आपके पास KMnO4 से आ रही है. ठीक है भाई. अब जब ये कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड बनाएगा, सो व्हाट शुड बी द फार्मूला फॉर कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड? अच्छा, आपने याद रखना है कि इसका फार्मूला होता है CnH2nO2. वैसे तो ये फार्मूला होता है इसका, लेकिन कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड का जो फंक्शनल ग्रुप होता है वो होता है COOH. ये अगर आप बनाना चाहें तो ऐसे भी बना सकते हैं कि अगर ये 2 कार्बन है आपके पास, तो 2 कार्बन वाला अल्कोहल हमेशा 2 कार्बन वाला ही कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड बनाएगा. सो इसमें एक कार्बन तो फंक्शनल ग्रुप में आ गया और दूसरा कार्बन इट शुड बी CH3. तो ये आपके पास हो गया CH3COOH plus H2. And if you feel it difficult, so you can even write C2H4O2. You can even write like this in the molecular form. But I suggest you to write in the form of COOH क्योंकि the functional group नजर आता है तो it looks more beautiful, right? और आपको आइडिया भी हो जाता है दिखने से ही कि ये कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड है. All the time you need to use KMnO4, and which is right now oxidizing agent that you are using. तो इससे ये बात हमें पता चलती है कि अगर आप यहाँ पर oxidizing agent use कर रहे हैं तो oxidize कौन हो रहा है? Alcohol हो रहा है. So all the alcohols are reducing agents. All the alcohols are reducing agents. ये बात भी आपको इससे पता चलती है. तो आपके पास इथेनॉल हो, propanol हो, butanol हो, कुछ भी आपके पास, they all are reducing agent. They can react with alcohol to form carboxylic acid. They can react with KMnO4 to form carboxylic acid all the time. And we know that the color of KMnO4 is purple. So whenever it reacts, it shows a color change, purple to colorless. ठीक है भाई. तो ये अगर आप ऑब्जर्वेशन याद करना चाहें तो ये भी इसमें याद कर सकते हैं. और अगर इसका स्ट्रक्चर हम ड्रॉ करें कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड का डिस्प्लेड फॉर्म में ये वर्क हम करना चाहें तो किस तरह कर सकते हैं? कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड का फंक्शनल ग्रुप आपको पता होना चाहिए जो कि हम अगली क्लास में वैसे भी पढ़ने वाले हैं. दिस इज द फंक्शनल ग्रुप ऑफ कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड. तो अभी आपके पास 2 कार्बन थे तो ये 4th बॉन्ड है कार्बन का, इट वुड बी कनेक्टेड विद द सेकंड कार्बन. और इस कार्बन के 4 बॉन्ड्स कंप्लीट करने के हमने 3 हाइड्रोजन से इसका बॉन्ड बना दिया. दिस इज व्हाट कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड, जो कि बनेगा इथेनॉल से. This is 2 carbon ethanol, right? When you are going to oxidize this in the presence of oxidizing agent, which is KMnO4 in our syllabus, right? The only oxidizing agent in our syllabus is KMnO4, right? Along with it would form water molecule as well, and you can write the oxygen from KMnO4 in this way, right? And we use acid. You can even use sulfuric acid. You can even use hydrochloric acid to speed up this reaction. Right, and what is the name of this? Whenever you talk about two carbons, so it is eth, and because of the presence of hydroxyl, it's showing that this is alcohol, so this is ethanol. And due to the presence of carboxylic acid functional group, we have two carbons, and you can say that it is ethanoic acid. So you need to use anoic acid in carboxylic acid naming. So you can form ethanoic acid from ethanol in the presence of oxidizing agent, which is KMNO4, and you use acid over there to speed up the reaction, right? And also the water is one of the byproducts over here. Is that right, every one of you?
Yes, sir.
चलें,
Yes,
तो
sir.
जल्दी मुझे प्रोपेनॉल से प्रोपेनोइक एसिड बना के दिखाएं in molecular form and in condensed form. Then butanol से butanoic acid बना के दिखाएं in molecular form, in condensed or in displayed form. And then pentanol से pentanoic acid बना के दिखाएं in molecular form and in displayed form. Quickly ये दोनों type की equations मुझे लिख के दिखाइए. Just look at over here, बच्चों, we have some uses over here that we need to know. Uses of alcohols, ठीक है ना? अब इसमें uses में आपको पता होना चाहिए alcohol can be used as solvent. It can be used as a solvent. In chromatography, you will see this ethanol is going to be used as a solvent, right? And then you can say that it can be used as an alternate fuel. You can say that it is one of the alternate fuel we can use this alternate fuel. And also you need to know that it can be used as beverages, right? In many countries it can be used as beverages. So these are the three uses for alcohol that you need to know, and it can be asked in exam for 1 mark. So keep this this is important, keep this remember, right? Let's talk about some past papers of alcohol, right? I'm just going to share the screen, kindly let me. So ये MCQ क्या कहता है? You can see this, the table contains statements about processes by which ethanol is produced on a large scale from ethene and glucose. We know that we have two different methods by which we can form alcohol, and one is from ethene and one is from glucose, right? Then they are saying that reaction is faster at 300 than 200. ये कह रहे हैं कि रिएक्शन आपके पास 300 पे faster होगा as compared to 200. So there is catalytic hydration. Definitely you are, if you are increasing the temperature, so it will increase the rate of reaction. That is fine. Then reaction is faster at 100 than 30. No, this is not right, because when you are going to form alcohol or ethanol from glucose, it uses yeast over there, and yeast is actually biocatalyst. So if you increase the temperature, so it would be deactivated, right? So at 100 degrees centigrade, it is not going to be faster, right? So the first statement is not correct for both of them. Then produce pure ethanol, ethene से आप pure ethanol बना सकते हैं, that is right. Produce a dilute aqueous solution of ethanol, this is right. And then using a catalyst, that is right. And using a catalyst, that is right. Using steam, that is right. Produces carbon dioxide, this is right. So which rows are correct? So you can see this, second, third, and fourth. These rows are correct for this answer. Very good, every one of you. And then second and third, जो है आपके पास बच्चों, ये esters से related है. Once we have done the esters, तो हम ये करेंगे फिर. और ये भी fourth one भी esters से related है. Fifth one की हम बात कर सकते हैं. When the alcohol of molecular formula C4H10O oxidizes, what is the molecular formula of the acid form? That's quite simple. You need to know this, but if you are oxidizing an alcohol with 4 carbons, so it would be the carboxylic acid to form, which is having 4 carbons, right? So all of them are 4 carbons, but we know that the general formula of carboxylic acid is CnH2nO2. So it means C4H8 and O2. So the right answer will be C. Right, Bacho?
Yes, sir.
Then this is for ester, this is for carboxylic acid. So we have not done this right yet, so we are moving this. After which conversion does the product contain more carbon? This is not done yet, but we can do the question number 9. So the structure of compound X is shown. You can see this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons with OH. So this is butanol, right? And which statement is not correct? You need to see this one. Not correct. It's important. X is an alcohol because it contains hydroxyl group. This is right. X is an isomer of propanol. No. X would burn in air to form carbon dioxide and water. That is right. X would have higher boiling point than ethanol. That is right. So the only wrong statement over here is B. Right, Bacho?
Yes, sir.
Then question number 10 is saying ethanoic acid is formed when ethanol is reacted with acidified potassium manganate 7. What is the name of this process? We know that it is oxidation. You are going to be oxidize alcohols into carboxylic acid. So this is oxidation. And again, it is ester. So we are not doing this right now. Let's move on towards the next. Here it is, question number 30. You can see this, Bacho. Which statement about alcohols are correct? Now you need to see this. All alcohols contain the hydroxide ions. This is not right. I told you in the last class that hydroxide ions are contained by alkalis. This is in alcohol, if you consider this one, so this is not hydroxide ion, this is hydroxyl group because it is the covalent bond with the carbon. This is hydroxyl group, not hydroxide. So this is wrong. Then ethanol can be formed from ethene. That is right. Ethene can be used from ethanol, but over there we cannot use yeast because yeast is the biocatalyst which is used in fermentation, not in catalytic hydration. So this is wrong. Then methanol can be oxidized to methanoic acid. That is right. The alcohol of X and Y shown over here, they both are isomers of each other. That is right. Butane 1-ol and butane 2-ol are isomers of each other. So the third and fourth statements are right. Okay, Bacho.
Yes, sir.
Then this is esters. We cannot do this right now. This is carboxylic acid. We cannot do this right now. And then, yes, over here, question number 16 is saying wine is an alcoholic drink that contains ethanol. If wine is left exposed to the air for too long, it becomes acidic because it is going to be oxidized, right? With the air, the oxygen present in the air, right? So this is because the ethanol is going to be oxidized, right? So 1 or 2 can be the right answer, A or B, sorry. And then C and D cannot be the right answer. So if you have 2 carbons, so definitely the carboxylic acid which is forming should have 2 carbons. So the right answer would be A. Ethanol can be oxidized to ethanoic acid if you left this open for so long. All right. Then which alcohol will on oxidation produce this carboxylic acid? So you can see this 1, 2, 3 carbons. So if you have 3 carbons, so you should have alcohol with 3 carbons. So just 1, 2, 3. So the right answer will be C. Is that right, every one of you?
Yes, sir.
Then this is ester, so we're not going to do this right now. We will do this once we have done with that. Then this is carboxylic acid, and after this we have question number 21. We have question number 21, Bacho. So how many of the following statements about ethanol are correct? So the molecular formula of ethanol is right. Then manufactured from ethane, not ethane, ethene se banta hai, right? Oxidizes to the ethanoic acid, that is right. Produced by the fermentation of glucose, that is right. Used as a fuel, that is right. Used as a solvent, that is right. So 5 of them are the right answers. So it would be C. Right, Bacho?
Yes, sir.
Then which statement is correct? Carboxylic acid contain the functional group of this. No, it contains O as well over here. So this is wrong. Ethanoic acid will react and fizz with copper. This is actually the chemical property of carboxylic acid. They can react with metals, but we know that copper is the least reactive metal. So this is wrong. Ethanol will dechlorize acidified potassium manganate 7, and that this is the right thing. We know that ethanol is the reducing agent, so it can dechlorize the potassium manganate. Right, Bacho? Then here we
Yes, sir.
have 23, which statement about members of the homologous series of alcohol is correct? An alcohol with 2 carbon atoms in each molecule is called methanol. No, it is ethanol. Methanol can be combusted to give carbon dioxide and water only. This is right. Ethanol is the only alcohol that can be oxidized to carboxylic acid. No. Propanol can be made by the catalyzed addition of steam to ethene. No. For this, you should have propene. The right answer would be B. Right. Then a compound X has a molecular formula C4H8O2. It reacts with calcium carbonate. It is the part of carboxylic acid. And this is not the part of carboxylic. This is esters right now. And then compound has a form. This is also carboxylic acid, then ester, then carboxylic acid. Here we have this one, question number 30. So the structural formula of some organic compounds are shown below, and which compounds are alcohols. So simple as this. If you have hydroxyl over there, it would be alcohol. If you have hydroxyl over there, it will be alcohol. If you have hydroxyl over there, so it would be alcohol. Even if you have 2 hydroxyl, it does not matter, right? If you have OH, that means it would be alcohol. So we have 3 alcohols over here, 1, 2, and 3. So the right answer will be C. Right, Bacho?
Yes, sir.
Then this is not the part. Right now, we have not done esters right now. Okay, this is not done. This is not done. Okay, so these all are one more over here, 37. Which information is correct regarding the formation of ethanol by the process of fermentation? Which information is correct regarding the formation of ethanol by process of fermentation? So we know that fermentation we are going to use carbohydrates. So this can be right, this can be right. And hydrocarbons are used in catalytic hydration. And the gas evolved would be carbon dioxide. So the right answer would be A. Right, Bacho?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then the rest are from carboxylic acid and esters. And yes, which structural formula represent an alcohol? So you need to see this. If we have OH in the OH functional group in the chain, that means it would be alcohol. So the right answer will be B. Right, Bacho?
Yes, sir.
Then question number 42 is saying, when ethene reacts with steam to form ethanol, which type of reaction take place? This is what? Ethene reacting with steam, and we know that we did this in alkenes chapter. Whenever alkenes reacting with water, with halogens, with hydrogen, they are always addition reactions. So the right answer would be A. Right? Bacho?
Yes, sir.
Then question number 44. Ethanol is produced by the fermentation of glucose from sugarcane. In some countries, ethanol is used as a fuel. Which statement are correct? Sugarcane is a non-renewable force. Is that right? Sugarcane can be planted, right? It means it is a renewable source, not non-renewable source. This is wrong. When sugarcane is growing, it removes carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. It is something good. You know that whenever any plant is growing in the field, so it is going to show the photosynthesis process. So definitely it will decrease the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. So which statements are correct? 2 only. Right, Bacho?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, then here we have which statement about the alcohols are correct. All alcohols contain hydroxide ion. No, this is hydroxyl. Ethanol can be formed from ethene using reaction. No. And methanol can be oxidized to methanoic acid. That is right. And that is right. So it is 3 and 4. Right. And this is carboxylic acid. This is about esters. So we are moving it. This is the same question again. This is 3rd time. So the 3rd and 4th conditions are right. And which organic compound is used as a solvent, a renewable fuel, and in the production of vinegar? And we know that these all uses belongs to alcohol. Right, Bacho?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And these 2 are from carboxylic acid. So I'm leaving this. This is carboxylic acid. So I'm leaving this. And this is all over about all MCQs. राइट बच्चों? एनी प्रॉब्लम टू एनी वन ऑफ यू?